How do you start your freelancing career in 2023? We've all been there. Overthinking the worst possible thing. What if I start freelancing and nobody hires me? What if I can't find a job and I want to go back? How will I ever earn enough money to survive? Am I truly cut out for freelancing? How do I know this is right for me? No worries, I will cover everything in this video. Freelancing, if you don't know, is finding people that will pay for a skill and charging those people for that skill. Basically, you go out on your own, you're a freelancer. You're not working for anybody else. You're going out there and you're making it work on your own, charging for the skills that you have. I started as a freelancer several years ago in New York City, doing marketing consulting, and eventually built that freelancing practice up into an agency. And now here I am, filming, making YouTube videos for you. So freelancing is one of the easiest ways to make money because all you do is take the skill you have and sell it to people that want to buy it. And that's one of the best things. Like if you're ever hurting for money, you just freelance a little bit, you get the cash you need, and now you can go out about your life. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe down below and smash that like button for more content like this. So how do you start a freelancing career? Well, first, you list out your current skills that you can do remotely. It's very important that you do them remotely because freelancing is all about freedom. Free to travel the world, free to hit your financial goals if you get enough clients, and free to choose the work that you work on. So let's list out some skills that you can do remotely, and I'll help you list them out. Here's a few. Building websites, sending cold emails and generating leads for companies, app design, copywriting, graphic design. Basically anything you can do in front of one of these babies can be done online from anywhere in the world. So now you have your skill. And if you don't have a skill, I would just go back and pick a skill from that list that we just talked about. And then it's up to you to choose the right niche. So let's talk about how to choose the right niche. First things first, pick the right niche for yourself that you feel confident about. I wouldn't just pick one randomly like,
I'm gonna sell copywriting to bankers.
Even though I've never worked in the finance space or in a bank before, I wouldn't do that. Instead, I would think about my past work and do something related to that. For instance, I've worked in the agency space, so I might sell to agencies. I've worked in restaurants, so I might sell something to restaurants. I've done film and TV writing, so I might sell something to writers. Stand-up comedian, so I might do some stand-up comedy stuff. YouTuber, so I might sell to YouTubers. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at your background and then create a niche around that background. Your market is somebody that you are already in contact with, not somebody that you have to go find. And it's also very important that you niche down instead of trying to be everything for everyone. The more specific the niche, the better it's going to be for you. For example, instead of being a writer who writes about everything under the sun, from politics to health to food, decide whether you want to write about pets or business or finance or maybe a particular sport or sports in general or healthcare. Pick a niche and become the master at that niche. And then you want to be hyper specific with your niche. So the more specific you can get, the better it's going to be. So instead of saying you want to write about business, say you want to write about funded unicorn startups in India. Now you're like the Indian business guy every time they want to talk about it. Or instead of wanting to talk about business, talk about consumer technology. That is business, but it's also news and it's something very specific. So now if somebody wants to talk about the latest Apple release or something, they'll come to you because you're talking only about that instead of general business, which could mean anything. After that, you pitch the niche. That means you create a list of companies that you're going to go after. And the easiest way to do that is to go on Google if you're looking for local business leads, or if you want to just build a list of leads quick, then go on over to leadshark.com. So build a list of leads, and then you're going to email them and see if they get back from the cold email campaigns. If not, you can change the offer, you can change the business, or you can change the contents of the email in order to get them to respond in the future. And if you want an email for freelancing, then check out this video that we did on cold email teardowns. It'll show you the basics of how to write that email campaign. When you're just starting out, you want to find the lowest hanging fruit possible. You want to make that first dollar as quick as possible. That means maybe pitching your old bosses, maybe pitching people that know you, or your friends that work in big industries that can introduce you to someone. I'm not saying try to sell to your friends, right? This isn't an MLM scheme, but if you have somebody that is successful that works at a company, then ask them about if you could potentially freelance there. Remember, early freelancing is very similar to getting a job. It's just the contract is different. So instead of being an employee, you are a contractor. And because you're a contractor, that means legally you have freedom over your time. So nobody can tell you you have to be in an office for certain hours. It's more based on deliverables. So you can use that freedom. So early freelancing contracts are not that much different than job interviews. There's just a lot more of them, and you end up with a lot more bosses at the end of it, and a lot more money, and hopefully a lot more freedom. So go for those low-hanging fruits. Those are the niches that you have specific experience in, or if you have a case study and some success, then this will be even easier for you. And you want to find a niche that really hits for you, meaning one that you could pitch a couple people and they buy. And that's why I love cold email as a process for testing these niches, because it's cheaper than ads. It's easy to set up a campaign. It's very fast to write a cold email and send it out, and you'll get results within a day. You send 200 emails, you'll either get responses or no responses, and you can see and judge from there rather than waiting for your ads to be approved or waiting for your friends to recommend their friends or whatever other business tactics you want to try as a freelancer. If you want to learn more about lead generation and be part of a community of awesome people and have me help you out live on weekly calls, then go ahead and join the private community at email10k.com. It also comes with access to all of our courses on growing a business, so go ahead and check that out at email10k.com right now. Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to smash that like button to encourage this type of content on YouTube. Subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. I'm Alex Berman.